Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Hicks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Give it life replays for today's card. And on today's show, I'll picks for you from this 14-game card from the NFL. Boy, yeah, there's some landmine today in Week 18. Also picks from NBA 8-game card, college hoops as well, and of course, we got a few from the NHL and our Parlay Purple segment at the end of the show. Ask you guys if you would give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. So let's meet the cappers, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Chris, what's happening?
Not much. Coming off a 2-1 day there. We had the Seahawks. We had Auburn in college basketball, who went to overtime there and almost dropped it, but thankfully we got that one. And then we dropped the Bulls. They let it go to Charlotte there. Let their foot off the gas there. Let Charlotte come back and take them out. So dropped those. Got a couple goal scorers, a touchdown scorer here and there. I think yesterday was kind of weird in the NFL, but otherwise just ready to get to it all.
Absolutely. El Ninos, how's it going?
Doing all right, coming off another 1-0 day. So again, just staying very selective, but just hoping to keep it rolling.
Yep, I'll look to rebound here. Yeah, I was on the other side of that one. I was on the Niners there. Didn't get it done, but we'll look to bounce it back. And Clippers had their win streak snapped by the Celtics. Celtics coming in with a pretty good performance there to get it done. So I'll look to bounce it back here. So guys, we'll get to the end. We'll get to the NFL here. 14 game schedule. As you know, not a lot at stake for a lot of these teams today as we get into this week. Here we go into week 18 of the NFL regular season. Let's take a quick look here at some of the weather reports. It looked pretty good here as far as precipitation goes. I didn't see, let me see if there's any significant chance of rain, meaning by 50% or greater, which I don't see. Not there. We have temperatures in the mid 20s in Pittsburgh for that night game tonight. Near 30 in New England. Yeah, let's see what else do we have here in any of these games. In Chicago, 32 degrees, 10-degree weather, 26 degrees in Buffalo, 34 degrees in the Giant game. So again, those aren't bad. When you're in the high 20s, it's not a bad thing. These players acclimate to that pretty easily. When you get into the teens, that's when it gets cold. To be honest with you guys there. Those of you who know the cold, know the cold. So those of you on the West Coast, you might think 30 degrees is cold. It's not cold when your body acclimates to it. All right. Maybe Al Ninos doesn't know that, but that's the truth.
60 degrees is cold. Don't listen to this guy.
There. All right. We'll get to the games here. We'll start here with Packers and Vikings here. Vikings going to lay 10.5, total 37.5 here. Seeding it's actually, no, the Packers already locked into their seed there. Colts and Houston here. Houston 10.5, total 38.5. Houston still battling Jaguars here for the division title. Browns and Bengals here. Bengals 7.5. There's ace out there, total 46.5. Nobody playing for anything there. Cowboys, Giants. Cowboys 3 on the road, total 49.5. Not much at stake in that one. We'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at the Cleveland, Cincinnati one, definitely nothing going there. Expect a little bit out of the Browns today, especially with Shador and all that. So I'd take the points with the Browns, but also take the under. And like you said, there's nothing to play here for. So we just see a lower scoring matchup. Just could drag on there. I'm going to take Houston in that one there. I mean, they are battling with Jacksonville in that thing, but the Colts are gone. So I think Houston has their way with it there and takes that. And I'm going to go under in the Green Bay, Minnesota game. I don't think we see much scoring in that one. I think it's a lower scoring matchup between those two.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, again, you mentioned not much to play for here, but we had the Browns-Bengals in this slot, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take the points with the Browns there. Nothing crazy or anything. Just like getting the hook there. That defense, if anything, could probably just keep them in this one. If nothing else, small lean to the Cowboys, but again, I wouldn't go too nuts with that either. Again, as Tony mentioned, not much to play for in these games, so tread lightly today. And then, I don't have much action on this NFL card, so I suggest. I mean, hey, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but I would say buyer beware today, though. Maybe a small lean to the Packers, and maybe the Texans come in and just crush them just without even trying. So nothing huge, but just small leans there.
There we go here from El Ninos. Yeah, it's just a few for me here. I like the under in Houston and Indianapolis. Indianapolis not going to the playoffs. They're going to start rookie Riley Leonard at quarterback. There's question marks whether even you. I don't even think you want Jonathan Taylor to get a carrier. This guy's too valuable. You don't want him getting hurt in the next season. Houston's clinched a spot in the playoffs. They only win the AFC South with a win and the Jaguars loss there. So I think Indianapolis is in evaluation mode here. I think they're going to have trouble getting points on this good Texans defense. Remember, Houston could possibly play next week. You know what they do to Houston, right? They give them that Saturday game early. So, right, that's been the case with them. So they could be looking at a short week. And I just look for Houston really to maybe look at do a lot of scoreboard watching, maybe shorten this game. And here's the situation here. I think a lot of dump off patterns. You don't want your quarterback taking hits in games like this, right? Especially with probably the playoffs coming up. So I look for a conservative game plan here. So I like the under in that game. Cowboys, Giants. I mean, look, I think Joe Milton's going to see some action behind Prescott today. Jackson Dart may go the whole distance. That's why I would only lean here with the Giants plus the 3.5 in that one. We've got the Browns and Bengals in this spot as well. I mean, it looks to me that here's another situation where Cleveland has a very good pass rush. Do you want to put Joe Burrow in front of that Browns pass rush? I'd be very careful of him getting hurt again. Give me Cleveland here plus the points. I could see Browning coming in again. Conservative game plan. I don't see any reason for Cleveland for Cleveland to. I should say for the Bengals to really have their quarterback, their starter, Burrow in this game. I mean, you're looking at disaster if he gets hurt again.
Especially with Garrett chasing that.
Yes, exactly. And that offensive line for Cincinnati. So I think you're going to see a lot of Browning. Give me the Browns here plus the 8 in that one, in that game. All right. Again, I tell you, it's landmines, guys. They're landmines here. You got to keep an eye on it. Packers and Vikings. Packers are locked in into this game. And again, for the Packers, they're going to rest starters. Clayton Tune is going to get the start. Again, Packers conservative game plan here. Run the football, shorten this game. Again, you never know. You could be the Saturday game next week, right? You never know that. Also, too, note with backups. Someone gets hurt. A lot of these backups play on special teams, so you don't want them getting hurt. So, again, shorten the game. Get this game over with. Go under Packers and Vikings. All right, let's continue here on Tony's Morning Show. The next block of games here will be Saints and Falcons. A lot at stake, but not for these teams. Tampa Bay, we'll be looking at this one, hoping that the Saints can win or tie the game. Falcons, 3.5, total 43.5. Titans and Jaguars, a lot at stake for the Jaguars. Win and they get the AFC West. And, of course, if the Broncos lose, and I think the Patriots have to lose for them to be the number 1 seed. But anyway, 13.5-point favorites are the Jags, total 47.5. Dolphins and Patriots. Patriots, a lot at stake here, looking for that 1 seed. 13.5-point favorite if the Broncos lose. I believe they get in. Total sits here 45.5. Chiefs and Raiders. Chiefs road favorites 4.5. Total 36.5 out there. We go on over to Chris.
Yeah, that Chiefs Raiders game is just ugly. I don't want any part of that one there. Just two teams that don't have anything going there. Jacksonville, I'm going to take it just a lean on Jacksonville there. It was 13.5. They do have something to play for. Tennessee doesn't. So I think Jacksonville comes out there. Would also do a Trevor Lawrence touchdown prop if you want to. If he gets close, he's going to get in there as well in that one. And then Miami, New England, depending on who they I've seen some reports of people resting and things of that nature on the Miami side. So I would still go New England there. I think they have their way with the Dolphins today and get that done in a big way.
There we go with Chris on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I end up on the under in this Dolphins-Patriots games. Both teams actually trending the over, but I just think we see a lower scoring this one with all the missing pieces. And moving on, as you mentioned, that Raiders-Chiefs game. I may even want to lay it with the Chiefs here, but again, just nothing huge. Just be careful today, guys. There's it's not. We've had plenty of NFL action this season, and there'll be some much better games to come soon. This week might be one to just maybe look at some other sports today. Actually, I said some teams still with stuff to play for and stuff. It just makes these spreads ridiculous, and Yeah, I know we're gonna have a lot of Saints fans in town here in Tampa today. You know what, I may lean to the field goal and a half there and the hook here. So I guess I'll take the points with the Saints here, just not trying to lay more than the field goal with the Falcons. And yeah, not too much for me in this slot.
There you go from El Ninos. Yeah, kind of a tough sled here. I would probably lean Jacksonville Jaguars here. Jaguars did win the first meeting 25-3, and they held the Titans to 188 yards. This Jaguar defense is very fast, and they're playing for the AFC West with a win or tie. And so there's something to play for with the Jags here. They only get a 1 seed with the Broncos and Patriots lost there, but it's important to win the division because you get that home game next week. Whether it's Saturday or Sunday, it doesn't matter. I think they'd rather be at home and play and go out here. So I'll look at the Jaguars in that game there. What else we have in this block? Let's see. Which ones are we covering in this block? We don't have the Charger game, or that one's going to be okay. That's the second block. Saints and Falcons here. Chiefs and Raiders. God, I mean, the way the Chiefs' offenses look, they look like the Chiefs have looked like the Raiders. To be honest with you, they look like the Raiders the last couple of weeks. Give me the Raiders plus the points. I think they continue to look like the Raiders in that one. What do we have here? We did the Jets Buffalo last one. We got Dolphins and Patriots here. Let me look at this one here. Another ugly one here. New England has clinched the AFC East, but they can be the number 1 seed with a win and a Broncos loss to the Chargers. Chargers are resting starters. Miami has been eliminated from the playoffs. New England will play starters. Stephon Diggs has been cleared to play. A lot of scoreboard watching here, but man, to me, I stay away from this one. Just a big stay away. Scoreboard watching. They've clinched the East. If Denver's up big, what's the purpose? New England's going to just sit their starters once that happens. That's the old school mentality for that head coach. So for me, I'll stay away from that one. Even though it's Quinn Ewers getting the start from Miami, 29 degrees in New England. For me, that's a stay away. All right, let's continue on to the third block of 4. We got Lions and Bears here. The Bears playing for seeding here. Lions eliminated. Bears 3.5, total 50.5. Jets at Bills. There is some seeding here involved with the Bills. Bills 8, total 37. Commanders and Eagles also seeding there for the Eagles. They can't get the 1. They cannot get the 1. Eagles 4.5, total 38.5. And Cardinals and Rams, there's some seeding here. Rams apparently going to play starters here because they want to face the South winner. So the Rams here 14, total 47.5. Rams win. That means they're the one going to face the South winner instead of playing the Bears or Eagles. So the coach said, we're going to play starters just to build momentum. You know what he really means, right? He really means he wants to play the South winner, but he doesn't want to get him pissed. So, so you know what's going on there. So we're going over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at my Lions and these Bears, this is the time, oddly enough, I think the Lions show up. They don't have anything to play for, so they'll keep it within the touch or the field goal and a half there. So give me my Lions plus 3.5 there. Bears could still win it, but I got the hook there, so I'll take it. Rest of these, jeez. Give me. I'm gonna take Buffalo there. I mean, the Jets just absolutely not. Buffalo could win that one by a lot more than just 8, 7.5, 8, whatever you can get it. So we'll take Buffalo in that situation, and I'm gonna take Washington over Philadelphia. I know Philadelphia's got something to play for here, but I'm getting 4.5 for the Commanders. I'd still rather take it with the Commanders there. I'm just not a fan of this Eagles team this season at all. So we'll lay it with them.
There we go with Chris. Over to El Ninos.
I was on the other side of that Lions-Bears game. I like the Bears. Obviously, I liked it a lot better at the -3. Just a half point, but probably the biggest half point in sports right here. I guess I wasn't trying to hand out a push either, so I'd have to stick to my guns. Maybe look at them earlier or try to put a little bit on the hook as well. But anyway, Bears for me. Bills laying more than the touchdown, but I guess I would lean that way. Eagles, Commanders, I was leaning on the Eagles there. And not much in that last one. I know you said the Rams need this one, but that's still 2 touchdowns, so I'll pass. Thank you.
There we go with El Ninos here. Yeah, the Rams situation here is, again, I think they're trying to get that 5 seed to face the South winner. for me, it is back-to-back road game for Cardinals. I'm going to go under. This seems like a high total for a meaningless game. 47.5. There's 48s out there. Arizona's done nothing offensively, and that offensive performance against a bad Bengals defense last week tells me they pretty much Cancuned it already for the season. So you got a Cancun situation here, and of course, LA will play their starters, as they said. It's obviously, they want the 5 seed, although the coach is saying they want to build momentum. So you can figure that out yourself. It is to me, it's a ploy not to disrespect the NFC South winner, give them any bulletin board material. So Cardinals have gone under in 3 with 2 straights with struggles in the passing game. The Rams defense is the healthiest unit here. We have a lot of health situations in this game as well, injury wise. But again, I just see the Rams with a late lead, shorten this game, keep healthy. You never know, you may get the Saturday game, although they like to put the Rams on that Monday night game, right? That's kind of what they like to do. But anyway, you got to still wonder, they may give you the Saturday game. The Rams defense is healthy. I know it's a short week, but again, shorten the game, get out of this one healthy, run the ball, tick the clock, have a lead, run the ball. There's no reason to pile up any yardage. Arizona's Cancuned it already. So just win the game and with the least amount of plays as possible. Don't get any backups hurt, because those guys play on special teams. Give me the under in that one. Lions and Bears, I agree with Chris. I like the Lions here plus the points. The coach doesn't know any. The coach is like John Madden. He doesn't care the situation. He wants to win. That's just the way he coaches. He doesn't coach losing. He's the closest to John Madden that we have right now, unfortunately. And I don't see the Lions coach again. Like I said, this is a divisional rival. And here's the situation with the Bears. The Bears have clinched the NFC North. They cannot earn a 1 seed. This is only for seeding. A win or an Eagles loss and they get the 2 seed. Well, the Eagles said they're not going to play starters, so that tells you what's going on there, right? So pretty much I could see both teams losing and holding their positions. Again, this is a divisional game. If you're from the Bears perspective, you don't want to get anybody hurt. And the money line there with Ron Hahn might be a good play as well. The Bears' pass defense has been roughed up in 3 of their past 4 games. Again, the Bears coach said he was going to play starters, but how long is the question, right? With the possible Saturday playoff game, you just never know with the schedule. They don't tell you who's playing Saturday, so you don't know. There's usually 2 games on Saturday. I think they play a few on Sunday, and they have that Monday nighter, if I'm not mistaken, right? There's 6 playoff games, 2, 3, and 1. I think it is how it goes. Usually they have that one Monday nighter, so you never know who's going to play that Saturday. So y'all look at the Lions at that plus price. And we got Commanders, Philadelphia. Well, the Eagles just said they're not playing starters, and I will go under in that game. It's going to be a conservative game call right here for Philly with McKee. Tanner McKee is the quarterback today. Washington's going with the old man Josh Johnson, and Washington will play their healthy starters. But again, they didn't show much. They showed a little offensive last week, but again, I just see the conservative game plan from the Eagles. Shorten this game. Don't get your backups hurt because you need them on special teams. Go under in that one. All right, let's continue on. Closing out here with Chargers, Broncos. Broncos win. They get the 1. Chargers going to rest starters. They already said that. They don't care about seeding. Denver, 14.5, total 37.5. Ravens and Steelers, the big one. Winner wins the division, gets the playoff spot. A tie for the Steelers, and they also move on. Baltimore out with the tie situation. We got the Ravens road favorites, 3.5, total 40.5. In these final 2, we go over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this rematch here with the Ravens and the Steelers, I'm going to go over the 40.5. I mean, last time we got well over the 44 between these 2 teams here. I mean, there's a lot to play for in this one. Should be a big one tonight in that. So I think we see some offense from both squads here, and we get up and over this 40.5.
There we go.
I'll take Denver as well. I lost that one, but yeah.
There we go, Chris. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah. Freezing temperatures here, 25 degrees. Don't listen to Tony. It's freezing.
It doesn't matter. That's
yes, no wind. So I'm not going to worry about the cold too much. I agree with Chris here. Both teams are coming in trending the over, 10-6 to the over. The Ravens, Steelers, 8-7-1 to the over. This number is just set way too low as well. I think we could get well into the 40s here. So obviously, yes, the Steelers are getting Watt back, so that should help their defense out a bit, but still too many weapons on offense, and this number is just way too low. So I'll take the over.
Yeah, from Al Ninos. Yeah, I'm going to go under Chargers in Denver. Another situation here with the Chargers. Rest players or a wild card team not interested in improving their seeding position. Denver clinches with AFC West. Have clinched the AFC West, but they win. They clinch number 1 seed, first round bye. Trey Lance, the quarterback with backups. Again, I don't see a situation where the Chargers want to extend this game. Just run the football, run the play clock all the way down to 0. As close to 0 as possible. Get out of here healthy. That's really how you manage the game in a situation like this. You don't want backups getting hurt because they're on special teams. So again, I look for the Broncos to build up a lead. Could be 17-0, could be 19-0, and just run the ball, run the clock because the other side wants to do the same. So go under 37.5 here with Chargers and Broncos. Probably a coach's gentleman's handshake. Let's play this game with the least amount of plays as possible. Yeah, you can win it. We don't care. All right, there we go. Ravens and the Steelers here. I got to look at the home dog. Give me the Steelers here to get this to cut the cover. I'm not saying they're going to win to get the cover. Pittsburgh in the past 8 home divisional games, 8-0 to the spread at home. They've been dominant at home in the division. Steelers have been effective running the football over the past month, averaging over 5 yards a carry, and defensively holding teams to 18.5 points a game. So their defense has stepped up a little bit here. I'm not worried about the weather, 25 degrees. These guys live in that temperature. They're acclimated to it. No big deal. Ravens' pass defense has struggled the past month, allowing an average of 285 yards per game through the air and 8 yards passing. Remember, the Ravens have noticeably given up big plays on defense. We've seen that many times in the passing game, and especially in key moments of games. They choke. They've blown leads as teams have been able to catch up or win it on them because they've been able to make big plays downfield. So I look for give me the Steelers here plus 3.5. Also, too, in a situation, if it goes overtime, Pittsburgh can play for the tie. And that means they can kick a field goal to tie. Let's see, one team gets a kick. They get a kick. They get a 7. They want to put up 7-2, or they may just go for the tie. So they can play the tie as well. So a tie gets them in. So Metcalf's still out there. He is still out there for Pittsburgh. He's gonna be out for a while with that situation there. So I'm gonna take it here plus the 3.5. All right, let's continue here on 20X Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to the NBA for today. 8-game card. We'll start with Pistons and Cavs. We got the Cavs laying 4.5, 5, total 237.5. Pacers and Magic. It is the Magic 6.5, total 227.5. Nuggets and Nets. Nuggets 2.5 on the road, total 224.5. T-Wolves and Wizards. It's the Wizards 10. In what world? Wizards 10 here, total 235.5 here on the road. We'll take a look at the injury reports here from these games. Wizards are on back-to-back today. I'm sorry, not the Wizards, but the Timberwolves in back-to-back after beating the Miami Heat yesterday. Let's see what we got here in the injury side. Detroit, Cleveland. No Duran, Harris, and LeVert there. Some significant injuries here for Detroit. On the Cleveland side, no Strus and Nets, but Wade, Merrill, and Allen here are questionable. Pacers and Magic. No Jackson, no Mathurin, no Toppin for Indiana. On the Orlando side, no Suggs, and the Wagner brothers continue to be out. Castleton is listed now as probable. A little upgrade there for him. We move on over to Denver and Brooklyn. We've got here no Bates, no Cameron Johnson, no Jokic. Valanciunas still out. Gordon, Braun now upgraded to questionable. Murray is probable for the Nets. No Claxton, no Highsmith. Porter now is probable. And we go to Minnesota and Washington here. Shannon out for Minnesota. George Whitmer out for Washington. Vukcevic is questionable. We go on over to Chris.
Yeah, look at this Minnesota-Washington game here. I mean, Minnesota's been on the road for a while. This is their 4th road game in a row here, back-to-back on it as well. Washington, I don't know. They just do there. I'll take the 9.5 with Washington there. I think the Timberwolves are ready to get home. They've been out since before the first of the year. Leaving that Denver-Brooklyn game alone, I think if everybody was in for Denver, of course, we'd see this in double digits against the Nets. So I'll probably leave that one alone. It seems to be just a tricky one there. I'm going to take the Magic at home, a 6.5 there. I like them better than I do this Pacers team, and then slightly into the Pistons over the Cavs. They're in that situation. I mean, the Cavs we couldn't trust, and they come back in and they do cover, but they're still inconsistent for me. So I'd rather just have the points with the Pistons.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I was actually leaning more towards the Pacers getting the points there. Would I be shocked if the Magic got the job done at home? No, but just don't think they've been playing well enough to lay more than 2 possessions with. So I'll take the points with the Pacers. Though Wolves, Wizards, yeah, I'm not laying those points, but still think the Wolves could win both halves here, getting plus 120 for that. So I'll take the Wolves to win both halves. But as far as the spread's concerned, I do agree. I'd grab the points. And yeah, that wraps it up for me here. Sorry, early.
There you go from El Ninos. Yeah, I'm going to take the Pistons plus the points. You know, they haven't been they've been favored in 13 of their past 14 games. The one time they were a dog, they beat Boston straight out as a dog. The Cavs here have not defended the 3-point line very well over the past 2 weeks. Detroit over the past 2 weeks have shot well, 50%, 37% from 3, and defending well. Cleveland has missed a cover in 8 of 12 with spots of poor shooting. I'll look at Detroit here plus the points. Magic and Pacers. Neither team is shooting the ball very well. I'll look at the under in that one. We look past 2 weeks, Pacers just 46%, but the Magic just 45%, 33% from 3, but defending the threes, missing Franz Wagner. They're just not getting it. They're not getting it done there without Franz there. Let's see here. I'll lay the short number here with Denver because I'm seeing some upgrades to Gordon here. So upgrades to some of their guys that were injured here. Braun and Gordon upgraded here to questionable from the out situation here. The Nets not in really good shooting form of late. Denver's covered 2 straight without Jokic with defense. So I'll look at Denver there to get it done. And Minnesota, I got to look at the Wizards here, rest spot. But, man, look at this Wizards here. What has got into them? Once I started calling them the Wizards, they've turned it around. They've won 4 of 5 behind good defense here. Past 2 weeks, they're allowing the teams just 43%, 35% from 3. They've got rest advantage. Give me the Wizards here at the plus price. All right, let's continue on here on the Tony Morning Show. Closing out NBA with these games. Pelicans and Heat. Here we got the Heat laying 8.5 now popping up. Total 244. Big total there. Thunder and Suns. Thunder 9.5. Total 230, 229.5. Bucks and Kings. It's the Bucks 7 and 6.5. Total 228.5. Grizzlies and the Lakers again. This one we see the Lakers 5.5, 6. Total 239.5. I'm seeing 240 starting to pop up here. So this one moving up the ladder there. We move on over to Chris. Oh, I'm sorry to give injuries here for these games. We will look here at New Orleans and Miami. It's Sadiq Bey, Jones, and Murray out there. Queen and Murphy questionable for Miami. No Rozier. Hero doubtful. Larson Jaquez there is questionable. OKC Suns. It is Dang, Hardenstein, Topic, the bad, Jalen Williams out. Wallace and Joe, questionable. For Phoenix, no Green. Grayson Allen, questionable. Bucks and Kings, no Prince. Harris, questionable. Giannis is probable. For the Kings, it will be Sabonis out. Levine, questionable. Memphis and the Lakers, it will be Clark, Edey, Jerome, Conquer, Pippen, Williams out. Morant and Aldama here are questionable. For the Lakers, no Hakamura, no Reeves, no Tiro, no Vincent are out there. Hey, the Memphis Hustle played the Lakers GT League yesterday in LA. So we'll see what just to let you know about Memphis Hustle there. We'll maybe see some of the hustle there tonight. We'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Pelicans Heat game, Pelicans are free falling here. Lost 6 straight in a row. They've only covered one of those games of the 6 there. So I'll take Miami to bounce it back today and get the win big over New Orleans there. I'm going to take the Suns at home plus 9.5. They just do really well as a home underdog, and they've already matched up once this season in OKC. Got blown out, but I think the Suns bounce it back here at home against them. So I'll take the 9.5 there. And then I'm going to take the over 240.5. I mean, we know these Lakers don't play any defense. I think my Grizzlies can run it up as well. Might even lean to the 5.5 there with my Grizzlies, but I think the bigger play is over 240.5.
Here we go with Chris. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, Pelicans Heat. I'm not touching it right now, but I'd wait till the injury news and all that. If we can get a couple more points here with the Pelicans, if Murphy or Queen are out, we get the plus 10 with the Pelicans. I start leaning that way. I do agree with the Suns getting all those points there. I think they can give the Thunder a pretty good matchup. So I'll take the points with the Suns in that one. Bucks Kings. Yeah, I'd wait on that Zach LaVine news. If he's out, I like the Bucks. If he's in, I may start looking at the points with the Kings. And yeah, same story here for the Grizz Lakers. Big question mark around Morant there. So if he's not in this one, they're already missing a ton of pieces. This one could get ugly. If he plays, I like him to keep it close.
Yeah, from El Nino, tell you what I think about some of these games. Yeah, I agree here with the Suns plus 9.5. The Suns have been defending pretty well here. They've covered 7 and 8 with good shooting and defense. OKC has struggled hitting threes and defending threes over the past 2 weeks. The Thunder just a 500 spread team over their past 6. So I'll look at the Suns here plus the points. There, I'll go under with Bucks and Kings. Bucks have defended well over the past 2 weeks, and the Kings just not shooting the ball very well. Go under there. Can only look over with Grizzlies and Lakers. Lakers just outscore teams and don't improve off bad defensive performances when they win games. It's just that's really what it comes down to. They can sit here and complain all about it, but when they win, they don't talk about the defense. So that's not to me. That's not winning culture there. You wait till you lose games and complain about your defense, and then you're not coaching the team very well. There. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we move on over to college basketball. Now, today will be the last day. We just give us what we got. We'll start the blocks tomorrow as we're done with college football. So today, college hoops, just give us what you got. We'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, only real one I'm looking at here today, Creighton Seton Hall. I'm going to take Creighton with the points there. They're shooting free throw very well percentage there. 3-point percentage is great. They're averaging about 79 points a game there. So I'll just really have the points there with Creighton in that one. You could even take them on the money line if you want to, if you think they're going to upset, but I'd rather just have the 2.5.
There we go here from Chris El Nino's there. We lost out Ninos. All right, tell you what I like here. I like Belmont laying the points against Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois here in their 4 games in the horizon sit 10th in 3-point shooting, just 27%. They can't make their free throws. They're very weak on the defensive glass, 8th in offensive efficiency. So I'll look at Belmont here. Belmont, a team that in the horizon this year is 3-1 and have shot and sit number 1 in offensive efficiency, 45% from 3, 55% inside, and defending the 2-point line very well. So I'll go ahead and look at Belmont in that spot. El Ninos, anything? What do you got in college hoops?
Yeah, my favorite play here would have to be on Northern Iowa over Evansville. Again, laying close to 2 possessions there, but just having a much better season. So I think they should be able to handle that one. A couple other ones I was looking at was Fairfield over Niagara, another small road favorite there that I like to get the job done. Small road dog I like is Iona there over Marist. Obviously the free throw numbers could use some improvement, but again, I think this one should come down the wire, if not an upset there. So I like Iona there. And Belmont laying a couple points more than I'd like to, but I think they should get the job done there on their home court, 6-1 at home. Salukis just 1-6 on the road. So I think it's a good spot for Belmont there. And that will wrap it up for me.
Yeah, from Al Ninos here. So it's looking here at this Gonzaga number, getting up to 24. Give me Loyola Marymount here plus the 24. Gonzaga in their 3 WCC games, 66% at the free throw line. They can't make their free throws. Loyola Marymount is the team that 1-2 in conference play. Played Washington State tough on the road, 2-point loss. They beat Pacific at home, and they played St. Mary's tough, a 5-point loss at home. So they've been somewhat competitive in their WCC games, but number 3 in conference in 3-point shooting, 40% from 3 this year in the conference are the Lions, and number 1 in this ball security. They don't turn the ball over, and pretty good defending too. So I'll look at Loyola Marymount and all those bundles of points, 24 points there. Like a Gonzaga, they've been covered. They have been some close calls for Gonzaga. They beat San Diego by 6. They were taken to overtime at home against Seattle there. So just give me all those boatloads here with the Lions there to get it done. All right, let's continue here on Toix Morning Show. Move on over to hockey for today's card. We'll do it in one block. El Ninos, of course, we got the Daily Dangle at 1 p.m. each time with Rod, which will go comprehensive look at hockey. So El Ninos, we'll look at it here in one block here. Stars and Canadians. We got the Stars, $2, total 6.5. Penguins and Blue Jackets, $1.22, total 6.5. Avs and Panthers, Avalanche on the road, $1.25, total 6.5. Golden Knights and Blackhawks, Vegas, $2.50 on the road, total 6. Hurricanes and Devils here. We got the Hurricanes, $1.20, total 6 over to El Ninos.
Yeah, again, a couple back-to-back spots, some tricky spots, but I actually like Dallas here to start finally turning things around on the 4-game losing streak. But again, in a good spot there with the rest and home ice advantage, so I'll take them on the -1. Again, you can go regulation if you prefer, or even puck line if you want some plus money, but the Stars -1 for me. Avs on the back-to-back here with the rest, disadvantage on the road, but I ain't stepping in front of them. And Panthers still dealing with some injuries there, so I'll take a small shot on the Avs here. Blackhawks, yeah, they've been cashing in. They've been stepping up a little bit. They came through yesterday, plus 300 or so. Over the Capitals. Yeah, it took shootouts, but hey, they got the job done. So should be pretty exhausted today after that matchup, but I ain't trying to lay this kind of price with the Golden Knights right now, so they haven't been playing that well. So again, it would be just a tiny shot on the Blackhawks for me here, pass. And yeah, I'll take the Hurricanes there over the Devils, despite it being a tough spot here. Again, another back-to-back, so tread lightly, but still think they should get the job done here.
Yeah, from El Nino. So we got to our sports coverage. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where Cabot's giving a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We go to Chris.
I'll give you guys a couple player props if you can find them. He's been tricky in some of the major sports books here. We're trying to find touchdown scores. So if your books have them, definitely take them. I'll give you one I mentioned earlier, Trevor Lawrence for a touchdown, and then of course Jackson Dart. He potentially will go the whole game there. Give me Jackson Dart for a touchdown as well.
There we go from Chris on over to El Ninos.
I will go with the Suns with the points. I'll take I will shamelessly buy the hook with the Bears on a parlay, and I'll take the Stars.
From El Ninos there. I'll give me my 3-teamer here. Give me the Saints plus the points. Give me the Lions plus the points, and then give me Chargers, Broncos to go under the total in that one. All right. We got you through that. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Big card on the NFL today. A lot of NBA, college hoops, hockey is more. We'll get into college football playoffs next week, Thursday, Friday. We'll take a look at what's going on over at Tony's Picks, guys. You'll find our best bets over at Tony's Picks. Link in the description will get you there with leaderboards showcasing our top performers here. We'll show you the leaderboards here. We'll see what Chris has got going on over at Tony's. So you can see Chris is off to a great start here in 2025 here. We're 26 we're in here. Of course, Chris putting together some impressive numbers here up on the site. Chris, what you got for sale for today?
So far, I've kept it light. I've got you 2 in the NFL. Best bet is in the Sunday night football game tonight. Then I've got you another one that I liked a whole lot there with great data to back it. So we got 2 plays, a lot of landmines today. Had to be real careful. Wasn't happy with this NBA card, so I kept it. Just didn't keep anything in there. I may watch some injury news. You may have some late steam. So if you're on board with that, hop on there. Do hop on something long term. We do have a lot of college basketball with the conference play coming up here. We've already seen a lot with the SEC. We got our best bet yesterday in that, so we're going to continue that. And then the NFL playoffs, still got a couple college football playoffs here, Thursday and Friday. And then lots of NBA still. Once we get some better cards, I'll get you some there. 2-for-1 capper, pair 2 of us up. You see who's doing well, pair us up, let us go to work for you. use the promo code Tony T at checkout, save you to 15%, and we're just going to continue trying to do well.
So I got to go with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Long-term scripts are the way to go, especially with all the action coming up this week. Chris has got a best bet on the board. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get one with Chris over at Tony's Picks, and you can see long-term subscriptions also available. All right, let's take a look, see what El Ninos has got rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. El's been on fire here to start the year in 2026. El, what do you got for sale for today?
Yeah, just my alley-oop so far. One play in the NBA. Again, just been pretty selective lately, and don't see any reason to change gears just yet. So one play up there. Again, these lines in the NFL are moving too, so could very well end up with a play there as well. But again, tricky card today, so probably just going to tread extra light today. So if you want to check that out, it's an early one, so don't fall asleep on it watching those early football games. So go scoop that up or grab a long-term 2-for-1 capper pass, pair me up with your favorite capper, and get all the Steam plays emailed right to you.
That's right there. There you go. Get on board with LNS over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions away to roll. Remember, the long-term subscriptions here include all of our late Steam plays as well as all props. Our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for those late Steam winners. We post plays between 10 minutes and 2 hours per game time. Those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. Use an email used when you sign up for the service. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. And, of course, 2-for-1 cap promotion. Match El Ninos with your favorite capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. You can match up El Ninos and Chris by doing this, selecting capper 1. Then you go right on over here and select capper 2, and you're locked and loaded here there with the 2-for-1 cap promotion, and you save when you do that. So get on board. All right, guys, I have a best bet on the board here for me from the NFL. Also looking for more action here today from NBA and more. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Match up with your favorite capper. Remember our promo code Tony T at checkout. Saves you that 15% off. Take you back to the homepage. This is where you'll find our place for sale. And you'll scroll down here and check all of our packages. We have tabs for our best bets here. We lock them up there. We also have promotional packages here at the $19 price point. Also, 3 packs up there for you guys and more. So check us out here on the Tony Speaks site and get on board with our packages, props, and more available for you guys. So a lot's going on over on the Tony Speaks YouTube, Tony Speaks site. And remember, the promo code Tony T will save you that 15% off. With it here on the mornings here at 9:30 a.m. each time, it is the Tony Six Morning Show. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. More content for you up here as find our YouTube. She'll watch, be able to check right here on this. Let's see what's going on with this YouTube here. YouTube was acting. So you'll find all of our live shows and compilation videos up there right now with the NBA, the deep dives from me in NFL. Chris's hit list is up today for you from the NFL, so that's up ready to roll for today. Our playlist in there, our NFL's up and running. College football will be ready to roll. NBA as well. Of course, we got college basketball coverage today here. Looks like Ramon's got you covered with 3 games today from college hoops. Ready to roll. NHL coverage. Ramon with the complete rundown today off of the Night Moves show with the NHL fighting videos when we get to the fights. Of course, NBA as well with our shorts in there. So, guys, we are locked and loaded here for a big card here on our YouTube channel. Plenty of live shows rolling as well. 5 live shows on our channel. We've got our morning show, Night Moods with Ramon and DeAndre. Daily Dangle with Rod. Hockey coverage coming up for you at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Complete rundown there on the card. Morning show as well. Night Moves up there. Alessandro's show. Look ahead up there. So you guys check us out. Live shows up at here. 5 live shows. Night Moves at 3 a.m. Eastern time. Look ahead at midnight Eastern time. Daily Dangle 1 Eastern time. During the week, it's the happy hour at 5 Eastern time. And our live show every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. There, of course, Chris, your hit list has been very popular feature here on the channel.
Yeah, it's definitely appreciate everybody's support on that, making it popular and commenting and liking and everything. Now today it was tricky. I'm gonna have to go back in here. Apparently, Cowboys props are not showing up on major sports books there, so I'll get you guys a replacement for that. I didn't have any NHL data last night to do an NHL video for you. I will be updating some of those in the comments, so make sure you're looking on the NFL hit list today for your NHL goal scorers. I finally do have data, so I'll get you guys some of those as well. But like I say, every day, if I've got data, you guys will have a video, and we'll just keep putting it out.
Very good there from Chris. Check it out here, right on the props playlist. Very easy to find all our video content. Land on the homepage. Just hit the home, scroll down, check out our playlist. That's where you'll find the great content there. Of course, Al Nino's, we've signed some of your on-demand content, but you've been picture here on the mornings with us, and we also put you on some of the reels.
Yeah, just mostly live morning shows lately. But yeah, keep an eye out for those doggy videos as well as the shorts. Check out the reels in the meantime, and of course, check out all the great content over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, guys. A lot of great content here on the channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. We're back again tomorrow live here at 9:30 a.m. each time. That's when we'll start our full coverage here in college hoops. We'll do blocks for you. I have a couple during the week, and then we extend it a little bit when we get into the weekend's coverage. So appreciate everyone's contributions as well in the chat. Thank you guys for joining in every day here on the show, and of course your contributions as well on all of the live shows on our channel. Of course, stay tuned for the Daily Dangle here with Rod. Will be here with a complete rundown on the NHL with all the goalie news, ins and outs there off the morning skates. So that show you want to guys check into here at 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Anybody have anything thoughts before we close it out?
Just be careful today, guys. A lot of landmines. Make it a winning day.
Yeah, make it a winning day.
Just hope these teams don't lose too many good players on meaningless games today. That's all I gotta say about the teams trying to play their starters in meaningless games.
Yeah, they're trying meaningless plays or just trying to improve seeding. Seems to be the case there. Most likely there.
Oh yeah, no. If anyone trying to improve their seeding, yeah, that's fine. I'm talking about the meaningless games where they're actually starting their starters. Yeah, that's anyway.
We'll see if there's any of those. I think that most of them are sitting. I'm trying to think which meaningful game are we getting starters in this? Well, actually, yeah, we do have with the Ravens and Steelers. That's a meaningful one. So yeah, you got to keep an eye on that one as well. And of course, all the teams that are doing it. All right, that'll do it for the show, guys. Going to wake up, bye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Morning.